Hello, dear friends. We now continue our discussion on the background of English literature. And now we'll see the rise of theatre, or it is also called English Renaissance theatre. Theatre in medieval England was a performing art associated with religious rituals. Actually, these dramatics or theatre techniques began as religious rituals, or they were just performing arts, and later on they changed, they underwent many alterations, modifications, and they became democratic. They came out of the churches and they became theaters in the sense what we perceive them today. Okay, see, I told you that theatre is in medieval England was a performing art associated with religious rituals. Let me be very clear about what is it. The church houses used to sponsor guilds to perform in the churchyards. There were many guilds in the town that maintained the cycle. These performances were only meant for religious propaganda. We mainly see three cycles in those performances, namely mystery plays, miracle plays, and morality plays. See, if we could see one by one, these mystery plays were the plays which had the motive of Christian morals and talked about the consequences of sin. Mystery plays were theatrically crafted with the combination of seriousness and humor in religious material. The Harrowing of Hell is the best known mystery play. The play was in the form of argument. Miracle plays were dramatized episodes. They had miracles and martyrdom associated with the life of saints. The life and repentance of Mary Magdalene is the best known miracle play till now. Morality plays, which are quite significant. See, morality plays were in the form of moral discourse. They had Christian concepts underneath. Everyman, which was published in 1495, represents one of that kind. Mankind is the major character in this play. He has fellowship, kindred, cousin, and goods as his friends. At the time of death, they would accompany him. See, if you just follow the storyline of Everyman, a morality play, it may sound something like our Panchatantra stories or any other moral stories that we might have heard or we might have read in our childhood. It is good deeds. See, for mankind has these many friendship or friends. He has fellowship as his friend, kindred, cousin, and goods. See, at the time of his death, they won't accompany him. The names given here, the major character of the play is mankind, which is once again a very deliberate attempt, very conscious attempt to make sure that nobody will accompany you except your good deeds when you die. See, it is good deeds, another friend of mankind, who agrees to go with him. Morality plays were instructive, didactic, yet entertaining, and often humorous. Didactic in the sense they used to preach us or they used to teach something to us. See, this is how the plays were used to be during Renaissance. There comes another type of plays which are named interludes, very commonly used fillers. Okay, interludes were short performances meant for private audience, used as filler or entertainment before banquet. Later on, the interludes became part of Shakespearean plays as comic relief. Phases of theatres in England. Theatre halls or auditoriums were located outside the city walls of the London. The Red Lion was the first theatrical structure in Elizabethan London. The theatre was architecturally advanced. And there comes the Globe, where Shakespeare was a playwright. The Globe Theatre became an ideal model. It was controlled by the Babbage brothers. Rolf Reister Doister, which is written by Nicholas Woodall, is considered the first English comedy, whereas Gorboduc by Thomas Norton and Thomas Sackville is the first tragedy in English literature. Gamma Gurton's Needle is a comedy used five-act structure of Terence. University wits. There, during Renaissance, we observe many people, many writers who come under this broad category. And if I could name a few, John Lilly, Thomas Kate, Christopher Marlowe, and others are well known university wits. John Lilly wrote plays like Galatha, Endymion, The Man on the Moon, Love's Metamorphosis, and Mother Bombay. Thomas Kate is remembered as creator of the tradition of Elizabethan revenge tragedy. The Spanish tragedy was published in 1592 and was performed in the Rose Theatre. Christopher Marlowe, a very great name in the English theatre, in the history of English theatre or English literature too. The best known of the university wits is Christopher Marlowe. Three of his works are well known: Tamburlaine the Great, The Tragical History of Dr. Faustus, The Jew of Malta. Dr. Faustus is a quintessential Renaissance character. He is a restless seeker of knowledge and a great humanist. He is arrogant and doubts everything. He comes in contact with the devil Mephistopheles. Dr. Faustus depicts the shortcomings of human aspirations in a framework of tragic backdrop with the concept of sin, despair, and redemption. Christopher Marlowe works with the theme of individualism and intellectual curiosity. See, there ends our discussion on Rise of Theatre. Thank you.